What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be going over a kind of large issue that I found with the latest massive update that just released to stable build, and that is 1.10.31. Now, with this newest update has released an extensive number of fixes, like a ton of fixes, and it's awesome. As you can see here, like, they have fixed quite a bit of things. Gameplay, quests, you name it. This is like a ton. And I'm glad that they released this update, and it's long overdue. However, I found a pretty big issue with this update, and I'm gonna show you guys what I mean here in a second. And I really hope that Bethesda takes this into account. And it seems like something that they fixed accidentally broke this particular feature in the game, which I think a lot of people find quite fun to do, on their off time. So I'm gonna go in, I'm gonna load in here, and I'm gonna show you guys what I mean. Right now, we are currently on Mercury. Mercury was a planet that I explored recently in one of my other videos. I was showing you guys how to steal free star ships, which was pretty cool. However, this latest update might have completely borked that entire scenario. So if I load in, you'll notice that these points of interest are loading in very close. And I've noticed this, I was able to replicate this at least 20 times. So there's a point of interest here, there's another point of interest here, and no ships are going to land. And the reason no ships are going to land is because the game is programmed not to if a point of interest is too close. So here we're going to go and do that again. We're going to find another place on the map. We're going to travel there. And typically, when ships fall from the sky, you'll hear a large bang, and then one will land. And in this particular situation, there isn't really that many point of interest that are super close, but I guess there's a few, and they're closer than they normally were before the update, but same thing. We wait, and there's no ships. So we'll try it one more time here on Mercury. Let's go to the darker side of the planet. See if we can get a ship to land. And I'm doing this all live. This is recorded, and I'm going to take out the loading screens for you guys, but everything else is completely live. So same thing here. We've got a point of interest, and I think it's just too close, because once again, no ships are coming in. And to prove this, I'm going to go to another planet here, or another system that I know has a ton of ship spawns. And that is at this planet here. I'm sorry, this moon here. Yeah, I've landed here quite a bit. Let's go ahead and land on this moon. And same thing here. We've got another point of interest that's really close. And I do like the fact that they're trying to make these closer. So essentially what they're doing is people are complaining about having to run super far on a planet or a moon. So it seems like they intentionally decided, you know what, let's make the points of interest a little closer. They might even be new points of interest. I haven't fully explored a lot of them yet. I need to dissect this update. But same things happen in here. We're not getting any ships landing because the point of interest is too close. And for me personally, this is one of my favorite things to do in the game. I like to see what planets I can commandeer some of the highest level ships, and I kind of just go from system to system and see what I can find. If you guys have watched a lot of my videos before, you'd be pretty familiar with this entire process. So we're going to land here, change our location, and once again, I mean, not to say some of these points of interest aren't kind of cool, but they're too close. And the game code, I think, is programmed not to have a ship land if you're too close to a point of interest. Oh, there's another one right here, right in front of us. 1 and 2. So they're trying to make the game essentially more interesting by making the procedurally generated points of interest appear closer when you land. However, I think it unintentionally broke the random ships that used to land on moons and planets. So let's try this on a system that is a little further out of reach. This is another cool thing with the update. If you hold Alt or RB, you can see all of the systems, so you don't have to try to memorize in your head. There we go. There's Celebre. Probably not saying that right. Oh well. Let's try a random planet that I have not yet been to. And let's land. Ooh. Kind of like a sand dunes type planet. Pretty cool. Ooh, there's not a lot of gravity on this one. Ooh, I almost went into my ship again there. So there we go. There's a point of interest, and it's definitely too close, and no ships. And I don't have to keep doing this, but I am going to go show you guys one more system just to prove that we still haven't seen any ship spawns yet. This is at a moon that I went to in one of my older videos. Let's see if I can find it here. There we go. Gotta love this ship. It's a great ship. If you guys are interested, check out the build guide I did on this advanced Claymore. I still am going to probably make a few more modifications to it, but it's a great ship. So anyway, same thing here. We got ourselves an interesting point of interest. And again, I'm going to say I do like the fact that they're trying to mix things up a little bit, because that actually does look like a potentially new point of interest, to be honest. I'm not sure I've seen anything like that. But it's too close. There's some more over there. There's another one there. But no ships are landing because the point of interest is too close. So I think, like I said, they kind of accidentally broke a part of this game that was a lot of fun, because I mean, going and checking out a ship landing site and seeing what you could find was pretty fun. It was one of my favorite things to do in this game, to be honest. And now it does seem like that feature is completely broken. We can still steal ships in space, but it just doesn't seem like we're going to be able to steal ships on planets or moons anymore until they release a patch. So anyway, that's enough of my rant. I am happy that Bethesda is taking more interest in this game and releasing a ton of bug fixes and a ton of patches and finally fixing all of those quests. However, I think that they need to look into this situation and try to fix what they have accidentally broke here with the ships landing on all moons and all planets in the game. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. If you guys are interested in this kind of content, gaming updates, tips and tricks, subscribe to the channel. And as always, have a wonderful day.